Oh, my beautiful Pisces, cannot wait to get into your reading. Very last reading here. And I took a little bit of a break because I want to do your reading justice here. I so appreciate you being here. And I am doing your Zodiac here for September 2023. Although this is a timeless reading, so it doesn't have to be for September. All right. In fact, Pisces, what I've been guided to tell all these Zodiac signs here is that Spirit's been saying that all of these readings are somehow interconnected here energetically. And there's a need to listen to all of them. I know that sounds crazy. You might not have time and we'll listen to all of them. Yeah, well, there's going to be a few here that you're going to resonate with, and one might not even be Pisces, to be honest with you. Like, this might not even resonate for you, and I don't know. This is really jumbled as far as what Spirit is saying, but there's going to be Zodiac sign here that is going to resonate for you, and there might be multiple. There might be 6 or 7 or all or none. I don't know, you know, but those are the ones that Spirit is saying for you to stick with from now till the end of the year, okay? So once you know that it's, whatever, maybe it is Pisces, the Aries one, and I don't know, Leo, okay? And maybe another, I don't know, but what Spirit is saying is then stick to those signs because that's the frequency of energy that I'm tapped into here. I'm going to pull that one. Okay, so what are we looking at, Pisces? We're looking at energy here that Spirit is wanting to communicate here for September. Overall energy, what's going on, what you don't see coming, any opportunities, challenges, and then, of course, advice from Spirit. So what we see is the Garden of Venus, rest and renewal. Rest and renewal, Pisces. So does this mean you need it, or does this mean you're coming out of a state of it? Rest and renewal. Well, it's something that Spirit wants you to encompass. So maybe Spirit does want you to rest so that you can rejuvenate for what's coming. But look at how blissful this card looks. Like, this is very peaceful here. Yeah, we could just be doing. And now it's like, hey, maybe this is a warning, you know, like we gotta rest, because if we don't rest, our body starts to shut down in some way here. But I feel there's something really serene here and beautiful. I think there's something happening here that requires you to have to slow down here in some way in order for there to be some sort of healing done in some way. But let's take a look. Let's pull your overall energy here, Pisces. Overall energy for Pisces here, Spirit. What is the overall energy here for Pisces? Thank you so much for this message, and thank you so much, Pisces, for allowing me to tap into your energy and the energy around you at this time. For the greatest and highest good. What is going on here energetically with Pisces? Overall energy, we have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, and then the Magician fell in the upright here, and the Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay, so Magician's all about manifestation. I think the rest and renewals coming through as something that, because we can manifest, because we can bring in towards us, are we sure what it is that we want to manifest is what we want to manifest? Because I think there's something really powerful here that we might not want, that we might think we want, and it might come towards us, okay? And it might not appear as something, it might not be something long-term here that we think looks like this, but in actuality, it's not. It's not as stable. It's not as long-term. It's not as promising as maybe what it is. And we might be heavily trying to manifest it because we think we want it. But Spirit is saying after maybe this rest and renewal could just be a walk in the park. I mean, it doesn't have to be you take a whole week off or a sabbatical here. I don't know, however long it takes, man. It could just be get your mind off of this thing for a little bit. Okay, because maybe you've been constantly contemplating whatever this is here. And then come back to it, and now you have a new perspective. All I know is there needs to be a little bit of a break of sorts here, and it could be take a month off. I don't know, whatever this thing is, but I think there's something here that maybe we're really wanting to manifest, thinking we see it in one way, but I think it's something that's different. It's different than what we're thinking it is, or at least it doesn't come with the stability that we perceive it to have here. And you know, and I don't know, like something, okay, something isn't quite supposed to be manifested the way that it is, or you having to manifest something here, but manifesting in something else that's not really what it is that's supposed to be happening here, or supposed to be, I mean, what it is that you want. Okay, so let's take a look at what you don't see coming before I start clarifying. We have the Ten of Swords. You don't see coming. Ten of Swords, the Four of Wands, and the Five of Pentacles. So what you don't see coming, I mean, this is an ending here. It could just be an ending of a way of doing something and just putting something to an end and no longer doing it, or something coming to an end. And these are both giving me two polar opposite energies. That's kind of almost, like I said, like this whole thing, like thinking it's one thing, long-term stability, and it not being something you can rely on at all. Or something's coming through too of someone you can't really trust in the family. Maybe you're questioning this, or something about a family member not being honest here. Okay, I'm getting something about a family member not being honest, which might be causing problems here towards what it is you're trying to build here. So I feel like, I mean, this is all about, you know, marriage and coming together. It could be a family card here, or community. And then, you know, this Five of Pentacles, which, I mean, this is like feeling out in the cold and left out and not getting what it is we want here in some way. So I feel there's a need to put something to an end here that isn't as secure and stable as I think what you're trying to manifest and have here. But in order to identify what this is, maybe you need to take a pause, or maybe you need to remove yourself from a toxic family member, or someone who's pretending to be something they're not here. Not as secure, maybe they're not as solid as you think they are, or they're not contributing to the long-term success vision that you have here in some way. Maybe they're only thinking about themselves. I don't know who this energy is I'm picking up. It's certainly around your energy here, Pisces. So let's take a look at your opportunity. What is the opportunity for Pisces here? Page of Wands, the Three of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like you have an opportunity here to move towards something different here that I think you want for your future. Like you're planning, I think, for a really good future of stability here. I think security, stability, long-term legacy, building something reliable is, I feel you want it. Okay, and you have an opportunity to do this and to move in this direction. So that's your opportunity. I mean, that's definitely an opportunity here for you. But, I mean, what's the challenge then here? I feel the challenge is coming from a place that needs to, you got to put an end to something here. And it could just be we're seeing something differently. You know, or we might be thinking we're manifesting what it is we want with this opportunity, but we're actually not manifesting this. Or we might just need a break from something here from, I don't know, to renewal ourselves, to rejuvenate ourselves and to get a renewed sort of energy here happening in a situation. So let's look at what's the challenge. What's the challenge here for Pisces? Drop the card. So we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and the Seven of Wands in reverse, and the Nine of Wands in the upright. I mean, these are both defensive cards here, and one's telling me to be guarded, and the other one's telling me to put down your guards. One is like not willing to fight because we don't think we have a standing chance, and the other one is we still have some fight left in us. So this is like back and forth type stuff, and Wheel of Fortune is in reverse. Things aren't going our way here. So the challenge is we have, yeah, this is also a lack of control, I think, for me. A lack of control. Because I think we want to control how something is going. Destiny. Okay, back to the manifestation. Sorry, I'm talking out loud here. So we might think we have control over how we're manifesting something here, or we might think something's in a certain way. And look, these both mean two different things. So one surrender and one is keep fighting for it. So maybe we're fighting for the wrong thing because we really need to clear our mind. And with this rest and renewal, we might step away from something only to identify that what we were fighting for and what we were defensive against might not be the thing that we were supposed to be fighting for and against, because there's something we want to manifest for long term that I think you absolutely can, because that's your opportunity. And it's definitely something you're trying to manifest here, but I think your challenge is it's going all wrong. Okay, and it's going wrong. I mean, you can still control it, but your challenge is identifying where is it going wrong and what do you need to fight for and what can you give up and where are you defensive where you don't need to be. Okay, that's your challenge. Because remember, what you don't see coming here, yeah, this was polar opposites like I was saying here too. One's successful and one's not, right? And it's like putting an end to the thing that's not and embracing the thing that is. And once you embrace what it is, then you can manifest, because then you're aware. Then you're aware here, okay? And maybe someone's deliberately making it hard to tell. Pretending to be this, but really they're this. Okay? Or making it this, where it's making it all difficult here, and family issues and problems here. Maybe they're making it worse than it needs to be here. So the manifestations are kind of taking into consideration someone else's bad behaviors, but it doesn't manifest in what the true thing here is. So let's get some clarity around your overall energy here. We got a clarifier here for Pisces. Clarifier for Pisces here for the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, the Queen of Wands in reverse, and the Magician. I have the Knight of Swords in reverse, the Ace of Swords in reverse, and the 10 of Wands in reverse. Pisces. Yeah, I think there's something here that isn't... I think it's, again, when we talk about the mask, someone not being honest, this is a need to get honest. So it could be us wearing a mask. And the mask here could be thinking and pretending or telling ourselves something, but I think you know the truth. Because there's something you're trying to manifest here. So we might think that... Well, there's a cat that just appeared in my yard, and it's really cute. So we might think that there's something stable, and we're telling ourselves it is. I think you already know. This isn't something in the subconscious. I think this is something, if you resonate with this part that I'm telling you, you already know it's not something you can rely on or be stable on. It's just problems, okay? If that's what it is, then don't be manifesting around that. Let it go, okay? I don't see it as a thing of having to let go. I see it more of having to put an end to something here. And if it's someone else here, then they're acting in a shady way here. And maybe you are being a little bit not seeing the truth here, because they're not allowing you to see it in some way. So I think it's causing a situation here to be in this type of an energy. Okay, and this is a very heavy energy here. I don't like this energy. You know, it was like burdensome here, very heavy to carry. And it's like just... Again, it's like that need now to take a break and rest, because we carried this heaviness and we can't fight no more. It's like this is both surrendering in some way. So it's like we surrender here, but I think we're surrendering to an untruth. Do we want to give in and surrender to an untruth? No, but can we take a break and get a new perspective and maybe gain the power here? Because I feel like if you give in to something... and saying, okay, okay, you win. It's like, but it's not to a truth here. So you can say, okay, okay, have it your way for a bit until I take a break here so I can come back with some sort of truth, because I've reflected. I'm really getting 4 of Wands from this thing. 4 of Wands. 4 of Swords is really reflecting here, taking the much needed time to get clear before we agree to anything here. And we also want to make sure that we have enough energy to fight a battle here. Because I think what you want to fight for is a long-term thing here, and it's going to take some energy that I don't think you have. So it's easier to surrender. Okay, so let's take a look at your what you don't see coming, because we're clarifying that 10 of Swords, that 4 of Wands, and that 5 of Pentacles. What you don't see coming here, Pisces. What is up with that? Let's clarify. So... Knight of Wands in reverse, the World in reverse, and 5 of Pentacles coming out again in reverse. And I believe the 5 of Pentacles did come out in reverse, if I'm not mistaken, in your thing. It might have not showed it, but I'm pretty sure it did. 5 of Pentacles in reverse again. So it's like a situation you don't need to put up with here. So don't agree to something that feels not right. I love when the cards come out clarifying each other, because that's exactly, it means it's exactly what it is that I said, and I don't need to repeat myself. You can rewind that. But I feel like there's a need to put something to end. And what you don't see coming here is that I feel like the ending of something prepares you to plot and plan for what is supposed to happen then. This is like incubating something here, because we've taken the time to really reflect and be able to nurture something here that we know might be a truth, but I feel like something still didn't close out in the full way that we needed it to. So maybe it closed, but it closed not with us winning in any way or in the right way that it was supposed to, because we just agreed to something here. So, you know what? Fight for your cause here. but I don't think you have it in you right now. And I think you don't go after the right thing to do and closing something out here because you don't have it in you at this time. But I mean, maybe just step away here. And like I said, it could just be for a mindset that you need a mindset break, reset. Okay, you might not have to like leave this person forever, but I don't agree to anything here that you don't feel is in the highest good of what this is. Okay, so we had the Three of Wands, the Page of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles here in your opportunity, which is all about future stability and moving forward. And so for opportunity, I mean, that's pretty straightforward. I'm going to pull one clarifier here. It's like the moon. It's like, yeah, like now we're second guessing here. We're seeing something that isn't necessarily what it is because this is external to us. This is like seeing something out there and thinking it's one thing and it's something else. So yeah, you might be seeing something not very clear here because somebody's pulling the wool. Some type of energy here is wearing a mask or not telling a truth. This is all making my spidey senses tickly. Okay, tingle, tingle. So I don't think it's you. I think it's someone around you. And I think it's coming from a manipulative energy because I feel like this is an on purpose. This is someone where you say, are you sure? And they say, I'm all sure, I'm ready. But they're not. They're not. They're just saying what you want to hear in some sort of way. So I think you're seeing something that someone wants you to believe. So you're seeing it in that way, which I mean, there's nothing wrong with you. But it's if you were to be rested and reflecting on the right thing here, maybe eventually the moon goes away and the sun rises and now you can see. Okay, so maybe someone wants you to sign the contract at night. Sign it, sign it, sign it. Well, why are you rushing me? Just give me till morning. You know, and then the sun comes out and now you can read the contract and you're like, yeah, it's nothing what you told me last night. But now you're rested and relaxed and now you can think it proper, but they didn't pressure you into signing something here. I feel like there's some sort of pressure. Look, there's some sort of pressure here for you to do something and you're getting false information. So what is the challenge then? What is your challenge? I mean, you got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, which is, yeah, unfortunate circumstances. And then the two there that I said were conflict. Seven of Wands in the reverse, which is, you know, not fighting for. And then we got the Nine of Wands in the upright, which was needing to protect yourself and be kind of in a defensive stance. You need to be protected against whatever fucking's coming against you here. Okay, so what's the challenge? Page of Swords. There's that energy. That energy I think is combative. That energy, I don't like that Page of Swords energy I'm getting here from this Page of Swords. And now we got the Four of Pentacles in reverse and we got the Eight of Swords in reverse. So what's your challenge here? I think your challenge is to, yeah, be able to really ask yourself. Okay, you're going to be asking yourself questions here so that you can see and release anything here that isn't true, because I think someone's trying to pull the wool over your eyes and I think it's keeping you hostage to something. Okay, and it might literally be a contract. I don't know. I don't see the justice here, but I feel like there's something that's long-term here. So it could be the long-term contract, the leasing contract, or whatever it is here that's for the long haul. And I feel like if somebody tells you it's a car and it's not a car, don't believe it's a car, right? Like, allow yourself to release some sort of thing that someone else is trying to make you believe is true, and then it's going to keep you stuck. I think it's going to keep you stuck in some sort of way. I think you could get out of this stuckness. So I don't think it's like a lease of sorts that's like bound for all eternity, but I do feel like the stuckness here does keep you in a position here that you aren't going to like, and it's all kind of a figment of this illusion that someone's planting here, and this sucks. Like, this energy sucks. This is miserable energy to be in, okay? So I don't think you want that, Pisces. So time to pull the plug, take a break, however long. Like I said, could just be mindset reset, reboot here and see things differently, but however long it takes. And maybe your body just physically is not capable of standing your ground here, but I think it's the break is more the period of time, because I think you're in the moonlight. Okay, the environment right now is moon. You don't have to take it literally that it's nighttime right now, but your environment is moon, meaning whatever's going on right now doesn't allow you to see something clearly. You might have to wait for the daytime here, and that's why the rest and relaxation, like, don't pull the trigger, take your time. You know, don't think about it maybe, and then things might come clear to you, and then think about it, but after the fact, like, there's a need to change something up here and wait for the environment to change, because the moon, like I was explaining, like sometimes you see something in the dark and then it's like, I don't know, a mouse, right? And then in your mind, you start to see it as, oh, wait, is that a mouse or is that a raccoon? Or, you know, I was saying that, seeing that cat in the yard, which could have been something here, an animal coming in, the moon animal instincts again. Oh my God, so many things coming through. Telling you not to use your instincts here, but you're seeing something, so you might see it as that, and then all of a sudden the raccoon turns into a bear, and then you start freaking out, and your anxiety's on overtime, and then you start to make a decision based on seeing the bear. So, I don't know, you go out there with a shotgun, and now you're shooting at a bear, thinking, assumably so, but it's a freaking mouse. And it all started with you seeing something here that wasn't what it was, and I don't think it's coming from you so much as I think somebody's telling you that that mouse is a bear. And now you look at it in the moonlight and you actually see that bear. But don't act on your instinct right away. I think you need to take that pause and see the mouse for the mouse here. Okay, and then you can make that decision. So I'm just going to pull advice here, although this has been riddled with advice. Page of Cups, 8 of Pentacles in reverse. And this is telling me pretty much exactly what I keep saying in this whole reading here, is there is a side of you that might be a little naive here, and believing, wanting to believe, because you are a genuine heart person, so you don't believe someone's lying to you, right? And you might feel like this person is maybe being honest. I don't know. Maybe you're not so in tune with some sort of intuition, or you have reason to believe that it's innocent. I don't think it is, but I think you are, so you want to believe it here. So you open yourself up and you're susceptible to something here, but Spirit is advice here is saying, yeah, you could be compassionate and loving here, but don't invest. Don't put your energy into whatever it is here that this person is wanting you to do or telling you you have to do here, because I think you're too good for this thing, or yeah, they're trying to convince you of something here that Okay, so don't start a candle operating business here when you don't want to do any of that stuff, okay? When you actually listen to your heart space here, it's telling you something different. So 8 of Pentacles in reverse, we could be overqualified for a job, or we might not be getting the results that are equivalent to the effort we put in, or we could just not put in energy and time, effort, dedication at all. Okay, so I don't know which it is, but Spirit's giving you advice. You should know kind of more or less what applies to your situation. Don't forget to check out your other signs, whatever zodiacs you were drawn to, and I will see you later. Bye.